Welcome. Let's solve some of the questions from NSE-JS examination, which is conducted by Homi Bhabha, the first round of it. So here we have some of the questions from 2024. The complete solutions for all the questions are available at the link below. So coming forward to the very first question, this question talks about the current through a horizontal power line which flows in the south to north direction. What would be the direction of the magnetic field? So here we have to simply apply the right hand thumb rule. Now once we are applying the right hand thumb rule, if this is the direction for the current, what would for the power, what would be the direction for the magnetic line? So once you have the direction for the current which is given, the direction for the magnetic line would be in this side. Since it's north, so this would be west. If it was south, it would be east, and therefore here the correct answer would be westward. You can simply try the rule, the right hand thumb rule, and you'll get the answer. The next question is an interesting question. Here, understand the question first of all. So there are three resistance which are given. These three resistance are in series. So let's first simply do the equivalent resistance. Since they are in series, you'll add up all the three. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, and that gives you 6. So 6 is the equivalent resistance. Now understand, there is the 120 volt, which is the voltage across the circuit. Now V is equal to IR. So let's find out the current equivalent first. So the current equivalent would be V by resistance equivalent, and that would be the voltage, which is 120 divided by 6 into 10 raised to power 3, since it's kilo ohms. Okay, so it's 10 raised to power 3. We solve it, 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 ampere would be the current. Now this is the current equivalent through the circuit. The question, read the language here carefully. The resistors are available with wattage rating 0.5, 1, 2 and 5. That means each of the resistor could be either as 0.5, 1, 2 or 5 volt. Right, 5 watt. Now the question again says that if the wattage rating is higher, the cost would be higher. We want to keep the cost minimum. So what wattage rating should we use? Now we have already calculated the current equivalent. What is the power? Power is I square R. So in the first case, it would be 2 into 10 raised to power minus 3 whole square multiplied by R, which is 1 into 10 raised to power 3. Right? We solve this and we get 0.4 volt. Now for the second resistance, we would have 2. So the I square remains the same. R is 2 into 10 raised to power 3. So this would become 0.8 and 1.2 volt for resistance 1, resistance 2 and resistance 3. Right? These are the respective power ratings. Now, understand the question language very carefully. Higher the wattage, higher is the cost, but I want to keep my cost minimum. What should be the best power rating I should take? So for the first, it is 0.4. I cannot have a power rating which is less than 0.4, which is already not given in the question. I have to choose among these four. So the best I can choose is 0.5. So 0.5 would be the rating here. Now understand, I cannot take a power rating which is less than this, because if it is less than it, then it would actually burn. So the power rating should be a little higher than the 1 given. So for 0.8, it should be a little higher. So the 1 would be the best option here. But now understand, 1.2, I don't have an option of 1.5 power rating. If I would have an option of 1.5 power rating, I could have gone for it. But since there is no way, no option between 1 and 2, I'll have to take on the higher side. I cannot take a lower power rating. So the only option that I can go for here is 2 watt. So the option 3 becomes correct. 0.5, 1 and 2 watt. I cannot go for a power rating which is 1 watt, which is less than 1.2, because that would not make it sustainable. The filament would burn. Now the next question that was asked is, which of the components are part of the reproductive organs in mammals? Now corpus luteum and corpus albicans are the correct answer. Let's understand what. So corpus luteum is a temporary structure which is formed during the ovulation, and this produces This actually produces progesterone. The next is copper albinicus. Now this is the regenerant or the remnant of the degenerated corpus luteum, and thus it marks the end of the luteal phase. So B and D are the correct options here. The next question is, you have to match the correct hormone with the correct function. So adrenal cortex is known for what? Adrenal medulla is known for the flight and fight responses, right? So very, very important. It's not the cortex, but it is the medulla which is responsible for fight and flight responses. Okay. So here thyroxine is responsible for calorogenic action, which is correct. Now what happens? Thyroxine actually increases the catabolism and produces more energy and increases the temperature of the body. Adenohyphosis is responsible for intermittent. So B and C are the correct options here. The next is, the various plant part respond to various phenomena. For example, light. So then you have gravity. So we call it gravitotropism. Then is moisture, touch, chemical. So all of them have a different effect. Now, what is a case that's given here? A student observed that a bottle gourd plant which is twinned around the branches of the adjacent tree while growing close to it. Why does it happen? Now, this is because of the touch stimulus which it is receiving, and that is a solid object which is present there, and it starts to twin around it. So this is because of the touch response, and it is called as thigmotropism. The movement, tropism means movement. So gravity tropism is the movement due to gravity. Thigmotropism is the movement due to touch. So here it is actually touching the adjacent plant, and because of that it's coiling around it. So the correct answer is B, that is thigmotropism. On the other hand, there is another choice which is thigmonasty. Now students might get confused because of it. So nasty is a non-directional response. Now this non-directional response can be because of very many features that could be there, and thigmonasty is a touch response which is not directional, right? So thigmotropism is a directional response, and here since the response is directional, we would have B as the right option. Now again, which of the following is not correct? If the two or more species that are living in a common area, we call it as sympatric species. If they are separated by a physical barrier, we call them as allopatric species. So they do not live in a common habitat, but rather they are separated by the geographical barrier, and therefore they are called as allopatric species. So A is the incorrect option here. And then the other species, if the species reproduce asexually, they are called as agamo species, and they species which are morphologically similar but have a different or adjacent habitat, then they are called as sibling species. They are morphologically similar but they are in different habitat, and they are called as sibling species. Now these are some of the questions that we have discussed here. For more practice lectures and practice questions, PYQs which have been including the latest ones, 2024s, have been updated on the portal. So you can simply go on to the content here and you would find a comprehensive coverage about it. So wish you all the best, and thanks for joining in. Have a wonderful day ahead.